What is up, riders? We are back once again, finally out on the road king. Beautiful morning. Rush hour traffic doesn't seem to be too bad. I'm just cruising along here. I just wanted to give you guys some updates on what's going on, what's going to be happening, and just where we're at in general. I know I've been doing a lot of product reviews, and trust me when I tell you I've got a lot more coming. I just try to use the opportunities to bring you guys products I think you guys might like. So hopefully you guys like that. Like I said, I'm on the road, king. I installed my new ODI Vans grips, took off the old ones, the slip-ons. So far so good. I have these on the street bob too. Very comfortable. I like the fact that you can just tighten them down. And so much for open roads. Only takes a minute down here. It only takes a second to go from wide open to bumper here in sunny South Florida. And look at this guy. Where is this guy going? I don't know. But he's going for it. Yep, we're still in it, but the power of the internet compels me to get you out of this traffic and not let you suffer with me, so. All right, now that's better. Now where were we? Oh yeah, so we were talking about the bike here, so yep, on the road, king. Got the new ODI Vans grips on. Happy with them so far. I got them on my street bob too, and I do enjoy them. They're softer than the Arlen Ness ones I had on there, slimmer than the original slip-on ODs. So if that's something you're looking for, certainly check these out. And they come in some really badass colors too. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of reviews and trying to mix things up a little. The good thing is that this is the time of year where the weather gets really nice, and not only that, there's a lot of events coming up in the state, outside the state, that I do plan on going to, and hopefully I get to see some of you guys out there. If you guys know about the V-Twin Visionary Smoky Mountain Tour out in Tennessee, I will be attending that, so if you're out there and you see me out there, give me a holler. I haven't decided if I'm going to take the Road King or the Street Bob. I know it's a hell of a ride on the Street Bob, but we do it for science. Besides, I've done North Carolina on this bike already, so doing it on the Street Bob will put the iron in iron butt for sure. But I think once I'm up there, the reward of having my street bob in those twisty mountain roads would certainly be worth it. Also, about a month after that, the Down South Camp Out, northern part of Florida. If you guys don't know about that, look it up. It's a real good time. Probably one of the best non-commercialized motorcycle events that I've been to. Just all in all, some badass bikes. Really good time. And then there's other events like Daytona's Oktoberfest. Thinking about attending that one. It's kind of in between the Tennessee trip and the camp out, so we'll see. I typically do that one every year. And I believe the St. Pete Bike Fest up in Tampa is happening too. One of the better local events, you know, certainly not as big as Daytona and all the other stuff, but big enough to make it worth going to. For me, it's about a 4-hour trip, so it gives me an excuse to stretch my legs out on the highway. Speaking of that, a while back, I put my 3rd battery in this bike in pretty much 3 years almost. And I went with lithium. So if you're interested in that, I do have a lithium battery install and review. But I don't think I ever got a chance to tell you guys how it went. So it went something like this. Did the install, finished the install late that night. The next morning went to work, the bike fired right up. Coming home from work, the bike fired right up. And so happened to be bike night that night, so I took it out. Not a single problem all night long. And that's going to bike night and then a few stops in between. The next morning, excited about my Road King, ready to take it back to work because I had been riding a street bob for a minute. I went to the motorcycle, turned it on, and it was completely dead. So after a small American chopper-like tirade, I pulled out my multimeter and I started going through the basic testing of the charging system itself. Starting with the stator, I pulled the pins on the side of the case here on my left side, and one of the tests you do is you take your meter and you're looking for continuity. So you're just looking to see if there's any shorts across the 3 holes in the plug itself. And it was shorted out all around, so I didn't go any further as far as the testing. I just wanted to make sure when I brought it to the dealership that I knew why I was bringing it in, because while it is under warranty, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get dinged for something that I overlooked or did wrong or something like that, and they were going to charge me an arm and a leg. So luckily I brought it in. Alligator Alley, my local dealer, took care of it right away. Turned out to be the stator and the rectifier regulator. And since then, it's been perfect. Not a single problem. Knock on wood. And happy to report that. So if you're having similar issues, something to consider. Because I don't think any vehicle should be going through batteries the way this one was. Nice. Hey, if you're in a cage, let's pay attention. This is exactly why you got to keep your head on the swivel out here, guys. I don't care where you ride. Whether it's cars, animals, road conditions, the margin for error on the motorcycle, slim to none. Stay safe out there. So I do have some upcoming plans for both bikes. Starting with the Street Bob, I will be doing a stage 2 shortly, probably after the next trip or so. Just kind of picking out my parts and stuff like that. And then after that, it's call my homie up with the lowrider. I figure we run back that race and see if the Street Bob can redeem itself, if you will. Not that I ever expected that my bike would be the Stage 2 Lowrider S 117. But all in all, it was fun. Okay, lady. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pennsylvania. But yeah, so Stage 2 on the Street Bob, super excited about that. Definitely going to go with a better set of tires at that point. I just think, you know, putting all that power in a light little bike like that, try to get the best traction, grip I can, and then attack other things after that, suspension, brake upgrades. I probably should be doing it the other way around. By doing the suspension first and the braking first. But we'll see. You know. And for the Road King 2, I'm going to be doing a refresh as well. Going to do some small modifications. This has the stage 2 already with an S&S 475. Going to do some small modifications for a bump and power here. And then after that, there's decisions. Yeah, so like I said, after a small bump in power, there's some decisions that I gotta make as far as the direction with the motorcycle. Do I go bigger, big bore kit, 128, 131, something to that effect? Or for a similar price, slap some carbon fiber wheels on here and reap the benefits of that. And there certainly are some pluses and minuses, not so many minuses, but with carbon fiber wheels, I believe you do lose things like your TPS sensors. So if that's important to you, and in a way it is important to me because this is my touring machine, and as badass as that would be when you're out in the big miles on the highway, it's just peace of mind, I suppose. But I don't know if I'd call it a deal breaker. Boy, you gotta really love pink. You gotta really love pink to spend money on a Porsche and get it in pink. But to each his own. So yeah, so like I said, we're around the same price, carbon fiber wheels. You get the benefits of the handling, the braking, the acceleration. And you're also not stressing the motor out, putting giant power in there, which is okay for some. And some people want longevity, some people want a monster and want to run that motherfucker in the ground. I kind of fall somewhere in between all that. And then somewhere in those timelines, I may revisit the fairing situation on the Road King. I do like the Road Warrior fairing on here, but I've had a couple of things in mind for a while. I know everybody's on the FXR fairing kit. I don't know if it's for me. Certainly looks great on a lot of bikes that are out there. At the same time, there's a lot of bikes out there that have it. So at this point in the game, I'm probably looking for another direction. We'll see what happens. All in due time. But yeah, just some things I think. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, hop out on the bike, let you know how everything's going. And definitely working on trying to pump more videos out your way. And when we do what we do. So if you guys see me out there at any of the upcoming bike events, give me a shout. Might even have some swag for you if you tell me you're a follower. Try to line all that stuff up too, so we'll see what goes on. But you guys stay safe out there. Appreciate the time, and I'll catch you on the next one.